I'd like to go ahead and say that unfortunately I was wrong. I had a little bit of hope that Suicide Squad would be good, and I still have hope that it can still get better because it is kind of shit. Now, let me explain. It's not for the same reasons I've seen a few people complain about, and obviously there's going to be one quick spoiler, so if you don't want spoilers, don't watch. But I have to give you a heads up. Non-spoiler, it's not that big a deal. The story is a little convoluted. Now, I have yet to actually fully touch down and play, so the gameplay part, in my opinion, is left to be determined because I haven't got to play it just yet. Now, I'm about to play it today. I just got off work, and I've been watching videos on this because I had piqued my interest on what other people thought, and I wanted to see the videos. I watched some live streams, so I actually got to, witness a lot of this and kind of realize that if there's any hope for this to stay alive, it's going to be post-game. It's going to be seasonal updates, which I know a lot of people hate that. Nobody's going to want to hear that. Now, a lot of people are mad about Kevin Conroy's last performance as Batman. Not his actual performance, but them thinking that this was not what he would have wanted. But unfortunately, if you hear some of his interviews, he said he loved playing an actual evil Batman as not what we would find out being his last role, but he found it pretty interesting to do. And I'll have to go off of what he was saying. Yeah, it's really cool to see a bad Batman. Now, I've seen a lot of the gameplay for that. I basically spoiled myself today, so here's the spoiler territory. You're getting a second warning. If you don't want to hear it, please click away, but I find this to be a glaring issue I'd like to cover anyway. So people are mad that Batman dies, and they think he dies in a dumb way. It seems like a lot of the people's complaint isn't really justified to a certain extent. I don't think they understand that, the writers can write him however they want. The last few games that he was in the actual Arkhamverse, which I don't consider this as canon much anymore, he was only saved by literal plot armor. It didn't make a lot of sense by comparison because the Arkham Batman just felt better because we got to play as him. And you got to play very well as a detective, so it really made you feel like you'd be Batman. That's really just a nostalgia talking. He died by basically just a bullet. Now, the only problem I have with this is the fact that they're basically going to be a post-game thing. So the story's there, but I don't know how they're going to implement it further. So basically, they're going to try to, go the way with Destiny. Now, I'm hoping that the gameplay gets a little better, because if it stays the way it is, it's not going to be any good. Now, some of the websites and stuff that do reviews haven't got their reviews updated until the official release, so they're kind of withholding their stuff. But I did go to Steam curators that have basically reviewed it, and it's super mixed. You got a handful saying recommended, handful not recommended. So you can take that with what you will. I'd say roughly 50-60% is kind of recommending it, because I'm seeing a lot more recommendations. Now, maybe it's because they put a lot of the recommended up top more. And call me crazy, but I can't see a percentage, so it's not going to work out. Because it's not officially released on Steam either. They're not going to post anything just yet. There's no reviews for it. Unless they locked them out and probably hit them, I'm pretty sure. But yes, I will have to say this is, unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be another Avengers bomb. Avengers I liked for just a few characters, like I've said before. But this one seems to be already a prominent problem. Now, you can switch the characters a little bit easier, it looks like. I haven't got to sit down and play it, like I said. So this is a pre-review, I guess. I just consider it more of an update on basically how to state how I feel like I'm wrong, even though I did not say everybody else would be wrong and I'm right, that it would be a great game. I was merely hoping it would be a good game. The only good news we'll have is that in just another month, we will have an actual good game coming out. And basically a month after that, an even better game. So I'm looking forward to those. Because I already have Suicide Squad, yes, I will be bleeding it dry and trying everything I can to enjoy the game that I bought. Now, the only good news I get about Suicide Squad, quite literally the only good news, I didn't pay full price. I got it like $30 off. No, $40 off. I think I originally said $20, but no, I ended up getting $40 off because right when I was getting ready to purchase everything, I had 2 gift cards. Due to the PlayStation, I forget what it's called, but it's a little program where you level up and you get so many points. I got so many points, I kept buying PlayStation cards, and I got roughly like $140. I still got $100 left, so I'm going to get me another game to combat the terribleness that this one's going to be. I will say, I think a lot of people are over-exaggerating how bad the game is. I think it's just there. It just exists. Because here's the thing. They said the graphics were terrible. I have to disagree 100%. The graphics are great. The gameplay looks smooth. But it just looks boring. It seems like a light show. That's about all I can say. It just looks like a light show to me. Now, like I said, this is going to be basically a pre-game review in a sense. Fortunately, I'm working long hours, so I will not be doing a full review of it until probably this weekend. Thinking roughly, probably Sunday, I'll have one posted because I'm hoping to get it done by Saturday. Because that's another thing. It's not that long of a game. The main game, from what it looks like, could be roughly 8 hours long. Which does suck, but a lot of it's supposed to be post-game. Now, you're supposed to get free updates. I would say, don't hold your breath, but I'm holding out a little bit of hope that some of the DLC stuff will get good. Because it looks like they're going with a multiverse thing, so they could go any direction with this. And not to mention, more spoilers, there's supposed to be 13 Brainiacs. But yeah, I'm going to keep it short. That's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.